What's going on, ladies and gents? It's Inglorious Gun, and today I have an Evil Within AKUMU difficulty walkthrough. This will be played on the PC, and as far as some other specifications for this guide goes, I will not be upgrading. So there will be no use of gel, there will be no expansion of ammo inventory, anything that would seem like a minute advantage I will not be doing. And that's more or less because, not only for the added challenge, but I'm trying to get this fucking achievement on this game. I pretty much have all of them outside of clearing the game on AKUMU, and then I think that stupid rocket launcher one. But all in due time. But yeah, this game's old as fuck at this point. I mean, it's not incredibly old, but doing an AKUMU guide at this point would seem redundant, especially with the sequel dropping not too long ago. But that's besides the point. I just, I don't know, I've been playing the shit out of it, and I know AKUMU is a bit of a challenge. So alas, here we are in my attempt to beat the Evil Within. So the way I'll be structuring this guy will be a tad different. Typically, it's advised to fully record and beat the game, and then kind of go into the editing booth and provide my insight from there. But I decided against this. I'm just going to go chapter to chapter. That way I can kind of get the video out and have something uploaded and give you my fresh concurrent thoughts with the level being presented instead of kind of a reflection as we go. I've beaten the game a couple times at this point, admittedly on some lower difficulties, just to get achievements and such, like clearing the game in 5 hours and all that. So experimentation is going to be a big part of this guide in my recording. If you're looking for something a bit more streamlined, I would definitely suggest, it's a bit of a household name at this point with how much I bring him up, head over to Seraphim17's channel. His AKUMU guide was kind of the starting point for a lot of people that were attempting the difficulty, and as such, I think it's a much more appropriate guide if you're looking for someone that's a bit more experienced with this game than I. But like I said, it's going to be a journey, and hopefully you all enjoy. As far as this first chapter goes, there's really fuck all to do. This, I think, it's kind of unanimously agreed that this is not representative of the entirety of the game whatsoever. If you want to include like partial stealth with the sadist at the later point, or if you want to go as far as having fucking vignettes where Sebastian runs away from shit, sure. But outside of that, not a whole lot else going on. But as far as stealing the keys go, it's pretty simple. The game will introduce you to sneaking. I think if you're playing on AKUMU at this point, this is a little redundant in me telling you so. But as soon as he goes past that cloth, you're pretty much good to grab the keys. An interesting point that I thought I'd bring up is it seems in this section Sebastian moves faster while crouching. Because as soon as I get past this doorway, I try just using the standard walk speed, and he's slow as all fuck. So that's kind of a common theme for a majority of this game, but especially this level, especially with this dumb fucking part coming up next. An issue a lot of people have is after you get the keys and you go up these stairs, you would think you could essentially stealth the entirety of this section, you know, and you even see the tripwire, and throughout the entirety of the game, you can dismantle this shit. I mean, I guess Sebastian doesn't need any fucking prior knowledge of how to do this, but in this instance you can't, because it would effectively ruin the entire intensity of this scene they're trying to set up. So just like a QTE, just go through this vignette. All you're going to be doing is running, and then Sebastian's calf is going to get fucked up, and the rest of the level essentially becomes a fucking Hugh Laurie simulator. Just going to Dr. House your way through the rest of this this section, but alas, what can you do? I mean, it's no big deal. But yeah, just kind of crawl your way through here. You're gonna be reaching that vent, and then got a little slip and slide section, which is good fun. So yeah, unless you're fucking retarded, don't hit the giant swirling blades, and you should be good. The wood planks aren't going to do any damage into you, and you'll land in this lovely soup pile of blood. And effectively, you've reached the end of the game. The game does this whole little tie around where once you get to that last level, you'll come to this section again, and all the previously locked and gated off areas will be readily accessible to you. So that's kind of cool. I think it's a part of game design that people are rather fond of, having levels kind of intertwine and come back around essentially as the game progresses. Also, I want to apologize. I'm a little got all this fucking phlegm in my throat right now, so my tone is maybe a little deeper than it usually is. I don't know. I'm not super ecstatic as I'm recording this guide, but that's besides the point. So yeah, just fucking limp your way to victory. Climb this ladder. You got a couple collectibles coming up if you're keen on grabbing those. I'd suggest maybe grabbing all of them on a lower difficulty. Just that way you don't have to worry about anything essentially gameplay related. You can just focus on grabbing that shit. That's pretty much what I did for all the chapter specific achievements as well. The Sadist was fucking stupidly easy, as you can imagine. And doing stuff like grabbing Joseph off the bridge in chapter 6, whenever it is. Yeah, way easier, but minor suggestion. Once you climb this ladder, we'll kind of be inching ever so close to the actual gameplay part of this chapter, which is this little sneaking vignette, which surprisingly I fucking died on a couple times. Just twice. That's where I saw the first like noticeable change as far as what AKUMU does in terms of like a rebalance for the game. Obviously the the one-hit death is kind of the main selling point, but enemy placements and the such have been changed as well. But yeah, good old Evil Within. This fucking janky piece of shit of a game that I just adore. I really do like this game. I think there's a lot about it that is just really solid, jank aside, and I think a lot of that was lost with the Evil Within 2, even though I think that game structurally and gameplay wise is probably far more playable than this one is. But you know, this is the mind of Shinji Mikami. You know, this is the legend himself, the Legend 27, if you will, and his influence is definitely seen. And unfortunately, it seems like it's kind of sparsed out as far as his direction on the Evil Within 2. Because I think he was only a producer on that game, as far as like my knowledge goes. But yeah, so watch the Sadist fucking piss about here for a minute. You'll get a checkpoint, and then you'll see a crossfade to the attempt that I actually made. So with this sneaking section coming up, if you're running the game on any other difficulty, typically what you do is you kind of cut this first corner, you pick up a bottle, and throw it into the adjacent hallway, and the Sadist fucks off, and you can kind of make your way through. But they place boxes, essentially blocking your path on AKUMU, so what you need to do is either use the bottles to bait the Sadist out to that area, or just gradually move there, so then he'll start kind of slashing away at the boxes. I wasn't familiar with how he went about this, so you'll see me taking various approaches. You don't really need to waste that bottle to get him into that room. I was just assuming that he was in there, that he would maybe just fucking slash away already, but it seems like you have to wait, so just take this second bottle, get him in that other room, and you should be okay. His detection's a little wonky, but for the most part, everything seems to be pretty hunky-dory. Don't do what I'm doing here. It's kind of fucking stupid, admittedly. You don't really want to chill out on this side. As long as you stick to the left, you should be okay, because from what I've seen from his pathing, and you do have a bottle here just in case, he'll go to the right and kind of chop his way up from there, and then gradually go to the boxes I'm standing at now, and you can kind of circle around him. This bundle of shit in the middle that you can see on the screen right there, that's going to be your essential tool just for navigating around the Sadist. But once you get to the hallway, you should be okay. Even if he detects you, as long as you get to that door, he effectively can't hurt you, and then you can just kind of go on to the next vignette. and finish up the chapter. But we'll just wait here as he hacks away. And I wasn't sure if he was going to go back in the other room at this point, but seems to make his way around. I actually almost shit myself because he comes directly to where I'm at and thankfully does not see me, so. Yeah, just inch your way along. There's not a whole lot else I can say, you know, it's a very basic part of the game. But for those that are unexperienced, you'll probably die just the way I did. Or maybe not, maybe you're a fucking gamer god, and I'm just trash, and maybe you should be the one making this guide right now. But yeah, he's just spazzing out. And as soon as he heads that direction, you're good to head to the door. And you're pretty much done. And just kind of filling dead air at this point. I'm not sure if he saw me, but like I said prior, you're good. Hit the door, you're golden. And kind of go from here. It's really stupid that he doesn't catch Sebastian here, because if Sebastian was running at full speed and he clipped his leg and like wasn't able to catch up then, if I'm going this fucking slow, what's stopping him from just rampaging through? But, you know, apparently these gurneys and wheelchairs are super encumbering, and the sadist just can't fucking navigate them, so we narrowly escape here. Sebastian magically heals his leg in this this brain world. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think it's hilarious. I think a lot of people have that issue as far as the continuity of like, okay, like if if Sebastian was encumbered by this attack and just sitting down in here for like fucking, what was it, like 30 seconds? It's just magically healed? I don't know. There was no green gel. There was no injection made. He's just fine. His fucking pants were even sewn up, but I guess there's a lot of leeway with like how the world functions just due to like Ruvik's influence and the such. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. I'll let this intro roll out. And thank you guys for watching. I'm excited to bring more Evil Within to you and really kind of dig myself into this game. I'm really excited to beat AKUMU because fuck this difficulty. But until next time.